Hello everybody, and this is our project for the day. We need to get our camper ready. We're taking it out next weekend to go on our first camping trip, which we will be reviewing the campground that we're going to that's located in northern Michigan in about a week. But this is a complete mess. We've been using it as a storage unit throughout this winter, so we kind of do a dual purpose with our camper. But in the winter time, you can't really use it, so what else to do? But this is what we have to walk on. We'll show you step by step of how we get everything looking and what we do with everything. So I started taking everything out of the camper, setting it out on the ground so we actually can get inside the camper. This bag that I'm holding is awesome. It's we put our towels in it because we don't have a lot of storage. So usually we just put our towels in it and put it in the bathroom while we camping, and then when we need to use the shower, we take it out into the main living area. So that is caught. He's putting down the awning and getting ready to make sure everything works on the awning before we have a surprise getting to the campground. And that's never fun when you get there and realize you have problems. It's supposed to be a fun time. Oh, I did not get the chickens. Hello, chickies. So as you can see, we took the drill out. That was something that we had to do for randomization. Cart knows more about it, but anyways, we always leave it out to make sure we don't forget to plug in the important things for the sink. But that's why the cabinet drill is out. One thing that we did not do this past year was dryer sheets. That's a lifesaver, almost like putting mothballs into your camper. We did not do that this year, so let me show you what we have now. So yeah, definitely use dryer sheets to prevent little rodents from getting into your cabinets. They do like to make a mess, but luckily this is the only area of the camper that we've noticed any bedding in. So the refrigerator, we did leave the door propped open a little bit, which helped a little bit with the mold, but we still end up getting a little bit in the refrigerator, so we're just gonna have to do a little bit of cleaning and getting that back organized. And then the bathroom, it looks like a disaster right now. They're just setting over winter. It's amazing how dirty it can get. So this camper is a hybrid, which is almost like a pop-up, but at least you can actually stand in the camper without having to raise it and lower it. But there is not a lot of storage in this camper. So pretty much when we go to a campsite, we bring everything in. When we get ready to leave, or that we have to haul everything out. We have gotten a little bit smaller as far as our clothing goes. We put all of our clothes on a tote, and therefore if it rains, they don't get wet. For a while, we was putting them in a suitcase, and totes are a lot easier and better, and that's what we do for our blankets and pillows too.
Being a little hybrid camper, we don't have a lot of storage space, so all of our linen, sheets, pillows, pillowcases, blankets, they all have to go in totes. Since we had at least one mouse in here over the winter, so we forgot to put fabric softener sheets in. Fabric softener sheets keep them away, and we've been doing that ever since we had the camper. This is about 5th year having it. We're gonna take all the blankets, pillows, and sheets, and all that linen inside to be washed. Then we'll pull it all nicely into our totes and bring those totes back in. Those totes just sit on our couch in here while we're traveling. And once we get to camp, we make our beds, and then put the empty totes on the side underneath the camper. Here's the tablecloth.
I don't think the refrigerator is bad like it has been in the past.
It was open, like it's supposed to be the door. It's kind of shut.
So the bottom thing of what I took in the wall is the messiest. But everything else is not too bad. I'll be standing here alone. And please, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment if there's something that you do different than what you saw us do in our camper. Let us know. Or if you could definitely relate to how messy our camper is, we'll love to hear that too. So please just leave a comment and let us know. You found our broom closet. We don't have an actual closet to keep any brooms or mops or anything in, so usually we keep them underneath this bed. Once it pops out, it's a nice ledge, but we try to make as most space out of our camper as we possibly can. So that's just where we have our broom closet right now. And I'm going to be doing a couple of reviews on a couple of different campgrounds this year. We are not, unfortunately, able to go to as many as what we usually do, just because the quarantine has really cut the camping season a little bit shorter. And then we also have the cabin up north that we go to quite often. But at this point in time, we have at least 2 trips planned. One this coming weekend, which I'll definitely be showing you and let you know. We've never been to this campground that we're going to. So I'll let you know what my thoughts are on that one. And then we also will be going to Yogi Bear in South Haven. And that one we have been to a few times, but I'll give you a couple of the reviews just to see if you actually would like to maybe take a trip, if you happen to be in Michigan, to one of the campgrounds this year. In our famous potato bag, we have one of these now up north. We have one in the camper and one in our own home. We love those. It just makes making potatoes and tortillas and all that stuff so much easier. So I would highly recommend trying to find one at a craft show, or try to make one yourself. If you know how to sew, they shouldn't be that difficult, but I'm not that handy with sewing, so I always buy mine at local craft shows.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing.
I just can't believe how dirty these clothes are. Like, we swept before we parked the camper this year. We always clean it before we haul it back home, but my gosh, it's just amazing. Which we brought a lot of the outside stuff, like the water fountain, that type of thing, inside the camper, so I'm sure that's where a lot of the dirt came from, but it's just wow.
Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory. passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no.
So as you notice, we are putting the Keurig, and usually the toaster goes back into the sink. We always carry it and haul it in the sink to protect the items from bashing around and getting damaged on the way to the campsite. So here's the finished product. This is where it came from, a ugly refrigerator, ugh, and to something that looks a little bit more enjoyable to go camping with. I think it did end up cleaning up pretty nicely, but this is the before and after. And then remember at the beginning of this, we couldn't even get into our camper because we used it as a storage shed. Oh my goodness. And look at it now. You can actually see the flow. I can't wait to go camping now. And just need a little bit of tidying up around the sink, having the drawer out on the stove and a wag and everything. It just looks like a complete disaster. Compared to look at now, you actually want to sit on the seat and enjoy being in this camper. So this is how we clean our camper for spring to get ready for all the summer trips that we are taking. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, let us know that you do enjoy these camping videos, because I am planning on doing reviews of campgrounds and what we pack in a trip. So if you're interested in those, be sure to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video very soon.